What's going on, guys? It's Brandon here from B&T's Radical Boys and Pythons, and I would like to welcome you to the very first YouTube and Facebook live stream that we have here on the channel. All right, today I've got a very special guest for you today, but before that, I want to encourage everybody to go and join USARK. Without USARK, we would not have the rights to keep these beautiful, beautiful reptiles. Also, go and join the Reptile Army. Wait a minute. There we go. That way. Reptile Army. All the proceeds will go to Brian Barczyk. If a lot of you probably may not know, Brian has inoperable pancreatic cancer. I would ask that you would keep him in your thoughts and prayers. Anyways, guys, let's go ahead and get right into it. Let's get a big warm welcome from Mr. Eric Raley from Smoky Mountain Mutations. What's going on, Eric? Oh, hold on, buddy. I got you muted. There we go. Now go ahead. Sorry, man.
I said, what's up, brother? How's it going?
Nothing much, man. Doing well, doing well. All right, Eric. So if you don't mind, man, just kind of introduce yourself to everybody and tell everybody
guys,
a little bit about yourself.
All right, guys. Once again, Eric Raley, Smoky Mountain Mutations. Always loved reptiles. My story's a lot like everyone else's. As a child, outside catching lizards, catching snakes, freaking my mother out. And I guess around 1999, 2000, I got my first reticulated python and absolutely fell in love with retics. I've had snakes on and off since then, up till now. But in the last probably 5 years or so, I've really got into the hobby and became a breeder and trying to make this a business and just build my collection. And this year we produced our first clutch of retics, and this is one of my personal favorites out of that clutch. She is a jag pied, solid white except for a little spot on her tail.
Beautiful snake, brother. Beautiful snake. All right, man. So at what age did you begin to be interested in reptiles, and what was your absolute first reptile ever?
So honestly, my first reptile was, I was living in South. Well, it's funny. So my father was in the Navy, and he was stationed in South Carolina, a little town called Latson, and I would always. No, that's not a reptile, but a frog, amphibian.
Right.
I would bring in frogs. I would keep them. I would bring in like these green tree frogs. I would catch all these toads. I remember one time I came in with a blue-tailed skink I'd caught out in the grass. And at this time I was probably 8 years old, 7, 8 years old. I remember nice. I came in one time with a big rat snake and I was like, Mom, look what I caught. And I come
up, man.
She's like, what are you doing? But the first snake I ever actually bought and paid for was a Burmese python. I was nice. Probably 17, 18 years old. I'm 44 now. And then I had that for a while. And then for 2 years, I just had that one Burmese python. And then 2 years later, I got my first retic.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Good deal, man. That is super cool. So you didn't really start small, man. You just jumped into the big boys, didn't you?
Well, I always had a fascination for the giant snakes. They were always mine. And I didn't even really know about retics until I went to, there was a store in Knoxville, Tennessee called, what was that? Not the Critter Barn. It might have been, no, what was it? I don't remember now, but this old guy ran it, and you'd go in and he had pictures of giant retics all over the wall and him holding them. And I was curious. Nice. I'm like, hey man, what kind of snake is that? He's like, oh, that's a reticulated python. His name was Larry. Larry was his name. And he's like, I actually have some for sale. And I was like, what? He shows me, and they're just normals, wild types. And I took that home. It was a little male. and I just fell in love with it. And ever since then, that's just been my thing is reticulated pythons. I've had berms over the years. I've had blood pythons. I've had ball pythons, boas for a while. And I always come back to retics.
Nice. Good deal, man. All right. So, who is or was your biggest inspiration in the reptile community?
Man, it's like, honestly, Steve Irwin, man.
There you go, bro. Yes.
Like, honestly, like I would watch his shows all the time. Like,
man,
and I would always dream about living that life, man. Like
that's it.
Steve Irwin was the man. Like,
same here, man. Yeah, I was the same way. I completely agree with that one. Good deal. All right. So, what kind of reptiles do you have right now?
So right now, so I have a business partner. He's a good friend of mine, Blake Saylor. So like right now, he lives in Kentucky. So we have a bigger building up there, and in there's boas, red-tailed boas. There's ball pythons, retics, of course. But here at my actual home, I have just retics, except for a couple of ball pythons and a Vietnamese blue beauty rat snake, which is another one of my favorite species of snake.
Nice.
And if nobody's ever seen one of them, they are beautiful.
They're beautiful, man. Yes, absolutely beautiful.
He might pull her out later.
All right. Sounds great, man. So, about how many reptiles do you have right now?
Total or here at my home?
Oh, man. Let's go with at your house first. How many you got, Chad? 90, 100,
probably about 60.
100. Oh, wow, man. Dang. That's a lot, brother.
That's counting the 40 babies.
Oh, okay. Wow, man. That's a lot, though. That's a lot of snakes.
Yeah. And the biggest one's probably, which is the mother to these, she's probably 16, 17 feet, probably a little over 100 pounds, something like that.
Nice. That's a beast, man. That's awesome.
She's not the friendliest either. She's
oh, man.
Well, let's just say this. She's quite moody.
Oh, that's never good. Well, it is a woman after all, you know.
Well, I mean, that is correct. I wasn't going to say that, but since you went there, I'll agree with it. She's very moody. She has her good days, but when she has her bad days,
that's it, man. That's it, brother. You just know your role, right?
Exactly.
Good deal, man.
Baby back. All right.
So, how many is that? Do you have in total, actually?
Counting the boas, the ball pythons, everything, probably. Well, I'd say 150 or so, maybe more.
Wow, dude, that's incredible, man. That is super awesome. I had no idea that you had that many snakes. That is awesome.
And the thing is, too, like we're not trying to be like a quote unquote puppy mill. Some of them are just some of them are just pets. Some of them, the ball pythons don't take up much space, and
exactly.
We never want to get to the point where we're like thousands of animals. We never want to get there.
Right. I completely understand that, man. There's so many that are, actually doing that. So, yeah. Let's see here. Okay. Do you have any other animals other than reptiles?
I do. I have a little American bully downstairs. You might hear him barking every now and then.
Oh, you're good, man.
He's probably he's 6 years old, 85 pounds. He's a big old thick boy. Super friendly. Scared of everything.
Really?
Man, he was outside. This was a couple months ago, and a plastic bag starts rolling through the grass. He tucks his tail and runs back in the house.
Oh, man. Come on.
Yeah, really? This is an 85-pound American bully. Like, he's scared of everything.
My goodness. That's funny,
man. He's a big baby.
So no other animals?
No other
animals than him?
Just the reptiles and the dog, man. That's it.
Yeah, that's it, man. I understand.
Yeah, just the reptiles and the dog.
Good deal. So you pretty much already answered this, but what is your favorite species of snake, and what is your favorite gene in that snake?
So favorite snake, of course, is the reticulated python. Favorite gene? I love the Jaguar gene. I love Orange Glow. There's some that like the Ocelot gene. I love that. I don't own that.
Right.
And the hypos that are coming out now, I really like
Dude,
those as well. I would
I've
love to get
noticed that, man.
those.
Yeah, there's some beautiful ones out there. I've noticed that here lately.
Oh
Very,
yeah, dude.
very nice looking.
I love those hypos. I love that blue that it brings out in the snake. It's just amazing. Like,
yeah, man. Beautiful, beautiful animals. I completely agree with you there. So, do you breed your own feeders at your house or anything like that?
At the other building, we actually, I guess a couple of months ago, started breeding our own rats.
Okay.
Because we knew we were getting ready to have a bunch of babies coming up. Because we're still waiting on like 2 clutches to hatch still.
Gotcha.
So we're getting, but as far as like rabbits, because we got a lot of big animals, but we don't breed rabbits or pigs or anything. So we buy those from the bigger companies and we buy them in bulk and.
Gotcha.
Which gets it really expensive.
oh, absolutely, man. Yeah, and that's exactly why I know that everybody hears my mice and rats and all that on here. But yeah, man, I breed all of my own just because it does get so expensive very, very fast.
Yes, it does. Especially when you get like, and that's something that people. Like when I do a TikTok live or something like that, everybody's like, oh man, I want a retic. I want a retic. And as much as I love retics and they are my favorite, I tell everyone, they are not for everyone.
Exactly.
They're going to get big fast.
Yes. Yes.
Like we were talking about before we went on, I've got a female over here that's 1.5 years old and she's pushing 10 and a half, 11 feet. And then on top of that, space for the caging and then the feeding bill. Because like, I mean, that big pod that just laid this, this clutch of pods, she's ate 13-pound pigs before.
Oh, wow, man.
Yeah. So like, and that gets expensive. Like, I mean,
Absolutely.
Of course I'm not feeding her every week. She's but still gets expensive. And then all the other ones are eating rabbits and pigs and everything else too. So
rabbits are not cheap either, man. I've noticed they are going up in price big time.
Well, man, I got lucky. I found a local lady who breeds rabbits.
Oh, nice.
So she gives me a good deal.
That is good, man. That's a very good.
I got lucky with that. And my buddy Blake, who's also my business partner, he found a good deal on pigs. So we just a couple weeks ago bought over 100 pounds of pig.
Oh, sweet, man. Good deal, man.
So the freezer is stocked.
Right? I know how that is.
But then occasionally, like my male anaconda, he won't eat anything but live chickens.
Oh, man.
Well, chicks, because he's small.
Yeah.
That's all. He refuses to eat anything else. And if you give him a frozen thawed chick, he won't touch it.
Oh, man. I actually talked to a guy about, I guess it's been about 2 weeks ago now. He had the same issue, man, and his will not eat nothing but chicks. And
they got to be live.
And it's a bigger snake, and I was like, man, so how many chicks are you like feeding it at a time, to get nice and full? And he was literally like, dude, it's 8 at a time. I'm like, dude, that's awful.
I'm only at 2 right now. Oh, and speaking about favorite snakes, favorite snakes, I missed this one too. Green anacondas. I love them. I've got a couple of those as well. So, but anyway.
Sweet, man.
Yeah, eight chicks at a time. Ain't no way.
Yeah, man. I was like, good grief, man. Come on.
No,
he's like, I can't help it. Which, I get it. But my goodness.
See, the female's the exact opposite. She'll eat rats, rabbit, and she's smaller, but she'll eat little rabbit pinkies. She'll eat rats. She'll eat chicks. She'll eat whatever you feed her. But the male, he's about 1.5 years old. And I've seen him eat rats before. I got him from one of my buddies. I've literally seen him eat rats. But ever since he's come to my house, nothing but chicks.
Oh, man.
He won't even eat a live rat.
That's just bad luck, brother.
I know. So I got to go buy chicks every week.
Oh, man. That's rough, man. That is rough.
Yeah.
So, how often do you handle all of your snakes?
So, man, I pride myself in being really good at socializing my animals. Like,
Uh-huh.
some people are even amazed at the babies that we have now. They've been out of the egg for 3 weeks, and they get touched and handled at least once a day.
Nice.
Everybody that when I go TikTok live, they're like, "Why aren't these babies biting you? Why aren't they?" Because they're
Because
already at 3 weeks out, used to being touched, and so
socialized, right?
I may not physically pick them up, but they're being touched.
Right, right.
And we try
Exactly.
to get even the bigger snakes. We try to get them out every couple of days.
Good deal. Nice,
Just
man.
because if I'm ever doing an
Yep.
educational show or something like that, I don't. Which don't get me wrong, I'm not saying it can't happen, but
Right.
I want these animals used to being touched and moved and socialized, and so they don't.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. And there's so many people out there who literally just leave them in the cage.
Yeah. See,
And that I can't stand that, man. I'll just
and
be honest.
that's
I
my thing
cannot
with
stand it.
retics. That's my thing with retics is, man, like for me, not to mention they're super intelligent, and
Right.
they're actually, I mean, they actually learn and think, and they can distinguish me from someone. Like if they've had a bad experience with somebody, they will remember that. And
Oh
they're
yeah,
kind of
absolutely.
apprehensive on that person. So,
Right.
and for me, it's just so rewarding getting these animals out and working with them and just watching them, watching how they're thinking, what they're doing. Like for me, it's one of the best things in the world.
That's awesome, man. I have a lot of people ask me, how are your blood pythons so tame? And dude, it is literally because I handle them like every single day.
That's what you
And
got to do.
you know, oh, it'll bite you. Yes, it'll bite you every now and again. But
Yeah.
you can't just oh, it bit me, and then just lay it down. You know what I'm saying? You have to assert that, hey, it's okay that I'm handling you.
And that's
You
what
get what
people
I'm
don't
saying?
realize. When they bite you and you sit them down, you've taught that snake, if I bite this person,
Exactly.
they'll leave me alone.
Yep, that's it,
And you
man.
can't do
That's
that. I
it.
mean, like, now, the babies, when they hatched out, I got bit probably 30 times or more.
Right,
But
right,
as time has went on, like you said,
right.
socializing, touching them, they're like, oh, okay, this thing is not going to eat me.
Exactly,
I
exactly.
mean, even my wife took her first snake bites from the babies, which was
Oh,
hilarious.
nice.
And she about got tagged last night on TikTok Live from the Blue Beauty.
Ooh, man.
It was right up at her, and it struck Billy. She freaked out. She's like, I'm done. I'm done.
I understand. My wife is actually yet to be bit by ours yet, but man, I'm waiting on the day she does.
Oh, I was waiting because I told her, because she wasn't into snakes until she got with me,
Right.
and now she's fallen in love with retics.
Good deal, man.
And I told her, I said, you're going to take a bite when those babies get here. She's like, no, I won't. I was like, you won't have a choice.
Exactly.
Like, it's going to happen. But now her thing is too, we're getting her a couple of ball pythons to keep here because she's like, I just want some stuff that I can handle and like kind of work on my own and kind of get some knowledge and kind of see how everything. So we're getting her some ball pythons. She's got
Cool, man.
a pastel inchy lesser breeder female here right now. And tomorrow we're getting her a cinnamon yellow belly orange dream breeder male.
Ooh, man, I bet that's pretty.
That we're going to put with her.
You gotta post some pictures of that, man. I
Oh
gotta
yeah,
see
for
that.
sure.
That's beautiful.
Let's see. Hold on a second.
Oh, good deal, man.
So here's the little female.
Oh yeah, dude, she's beautiful.
She's got a nice little. I'm trying to get her head in there.
Yeah, she's good and healthy too, man.
Oh yeah, she just shed yesterday.
How many grams is she right now, you think?
I don't even know. I haven't weighed her yet. But I mean, she's a good.
Yeah, man, she's girl. Good size. Yeah. Oh yeah, she's real good size. Beautiful, man. That's
like
awesome.
I said, we pick up that male for her tomorrow.
And you said it's a cinnamon.
The male is a cinnamon yellow belly orange dream.
Orange Dream. Nice. Okay. Good
I
deal,
don't know
man.
much about ball python,
I don't either. No,
morphs and all
it's
that.
okay.
Like
I don't either, man.
I know some of the basic stuff, but like I'm just like,
Yeah, that's me. I'm not a ball
all
guy
right.
myself. Yeah.
I'm like, that snake's pretty. We'll take that one.
Exactly. That sounds great. Yeah.
Yeah. So I was like, all right, we'll do it.
Yeah,
Plus,
man.
it makes her happy, and it's something she's wanting to work on. So.
Yeah, man. So, yeah, my wife was pretty much the same way. She was never into snakes until she got with me, and I mean that's all I had, you know.
Oh,
And yeah, and she finally broke down and got her a king snake when we were just dating, and she had it at her house and all that, and just fell in love with it.
that's
Of
awesome, though, man.
course,
That's
yeah,
awesome.
man, yeah, it's pretty cool, man. All
And
right,
I love
so
the fact that my wife loves the retics. That makes me even happy. It
dude,
makes things
yeah,
easy.
man, absolutely, that is awesome because no offense, but a lot of women are kind of like scared of the bigger
Yeah.
snakes, man. Yeah,
Well, and it's like I tell people, I'm like, snakes reptiles in general are so misunderstood, but especially snakes, because you've been taught from a young age to fear these things.
Exactly.
And that they're bad, they're evil, they're, whatever people choose to describe them. And they're really not. And,
right.
I try to get that point across to people, and I try to educate people, and I try to because we did a show. I had a professional wrestling match. I'm a professional wrestler, for those who don't know. But we had a wrestling match, and before the show, they wanted me to bring some of the animals to do like a little educational thing. And so many people were scared, but then I helped them get over their fear because they actually got to interact with the animal, and they actually got to see like it's not this monster that's going to hunt you down and kill you.
Right. That is super cool, man. That's awesome. So how long have you been wrestling now, man?
I made my professional debut March 13th, 1999.
Nice.
So
very cool. Very cool. That's cool, man. So where did you start out at and everything?
I actually was searching. So I wrestled through high school, did all that. I played sports my whole life, fought MMA for a while. But I was looking for a good school, and I found a guy. He said the legendary WWE Hall of Famer, Mr. Fuji, actually had a wrestling school in Dandridge, Tennessee. And I was like, are you kidding me?
Dude, yeah.
And he's like, he's actually got a show this weekend. So I went to the show. I met him, talked to him about joining the school. I went to his school, trained for a year and a half before he would even let me have my first match.
Nice.
And then from there, it's just been, I'm actually wrestling tomorrow night. So.
Oh, sweet, man. Yeah. After this live, if you don't care, man, if you can send me like a schedule of where you're going to be at and all that, I would love to come and watch that, man.
Well, dude, we've got we've got a really, really good show coming up. Where are you located at again?
I'm in Madisonville, Tennessee, but I'll drive, dude. It's okay.
Well, there's a really, really good show coming up in Knoxville.
Nice. Okay.
I believe it's July 8th.
July 8th.
But I'll send you the flyers for it and everything like that.
Yeah,
man. It's an amazing show. It's a NGW. The show's amazing from top to bottom. They book some of the top talent in the world, like they got. So you got to definitely come check that out.
Bet. I will be sure I'm there. Me and the wife and the kiddos will all be there, brother.
Right on. I look forward to that.
All right, man. So do you have any upcoming litters right now? I think you said that earlier.
Yeah, we've got two clutches getting ready to hatch. I think one within the next week or so, maybe, and then one next month, or like later on in the next month, as well.
What are the breedings?
Well, one of them was we're hoping to hit the all-gene animal. We're gonna have some cows, and then the other one is gonna be we took a triple het, purple albino, genetic stripe, and anthrax.
Oh, dude!
Spread those together. I mean, the odds of hitting the all-gene animal are astronomical, but you never know what happens. So
Right, exactly. So how many
and of
eggs
course,
did you have out of this last clutch again?
the one that hatched,
Yeah,
the one
yeah,
that all the pies. So
yeah, yeah.
oh yeah, right there. Yeah. She
Oops.
laid 44. 3 went bad within the first week and a half, and then getting close. Actually, it actually came out of the egg. I came in the snake room, and I felt smelt something, and I was like, well, something's dead. And I opened the incubator
Oh,
and I
man.
pulled out the tub, and the snake had actually come completely out of the egg, but it was just
Oh,
laying on top
man.
of everything, and it had perished. So we ended up with 40 altogether out of this
Dude,
clutch.
that's honestly, that is a great clutch, though, man.
Oh yeah, we were very fortunate to only have, that
Yeah.
many go. We could only had half of it,
Right.
work out for us, but
Right, exactly.
those were good odds, so we were happy with it.
So I'm gonna put up one of the ones that you produced here, man. That thing is just a banger, dude. I love the look of that thing.
Yeah, dude, that's a beautiful little pod right there. Like that's
Mhm.
if I'm not mistaken, is that the one?
That's a jag
No, that
pied,
is a
is that right?
tiger pod.
Oh, a tiger pied. Okay, gotcha.
I'm trying to see
Okay.
if that's the one. No, it's not.
Oh,
Okay, it wasn't the one. But we got.
I
Here's
got
another
this one
beautiful.
here too. I got this one.
Yeah, so
That's the one that has the.
That was my favorite one out of the clutch, and that's my holdback. She's a jag pied, possibly super tiger because she's so high white.
Oh, okay.
A lot of times the super tiger in the pied makes them very, very high white. So funny thing is too, we only produced 2 of those out of that clutch. The other one is solid white, except for on its head. It's got markings on its head. So it was like yin and yang. They were opposites.
Now, are you holding it back as well?
Yeah, my business partner has that one.
Oh, okay. Good deal.
Yeah.
Now, is the one on the screen here, is that a female?
They were both females. They both.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Very nice. Okay. Good deal, man.
Yeah, they were both females.
Can't beat that. And right here is your cow retic. Is that right?
Yeah, she's laying right here beside me right now.
Oh, man. That thing's a stunner, brother.
And she's actually a golden child cow.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Wow, I didn't know that. Okay.
So on the cows, when you take the regular cows have like yellow streaks in them and stuff like that.
Right.
But when you add the golden child gene into it, it makes it that crisp white with just the black and yellow spots.
Oh, wow. Gotcha.
Yeah. She's one of my favorites. She'll definitely be she's more of a pet. I mean, we may end up breeding her, but she's more of just a pet.
Gotcha. Good deal. So this one right here.
Yeah.
Now, what is that beauty?
So that is a jag super tiger het pod, 50% het albino, but
good golly, Miss Molly, that thing's gorgeous, man.
Okay, so I'm going to step away and grab 2 different ones.
Okay.
So she is the only one that came out looking like that. So let me see here. Hold on. I got to find her. And then I'm going to step on my little stool here because it's up high.
Oh, you're good, man.
All right. So here is a jag super tiger. It's kind of got that same pattern, the solid back right there, but you can still see some of the jag gene. I'm trying to get her to spread out. Some of the jag gene in her tail and everything else like that. But this girl, where is that? Right there. She has none of that. She just has the line. So she is the only one that came out looking like that. Trying to get it on camera there. Same same genes, but she just came out looking way different.
Good deal. So are you holding either of those back at all?
I'm holding her back.
Sweet.
So I've talked to a couple of the bigger breeders, and they think there might be something else going on in there with her, some hidden gene somewhere. I mean, we don't know that for sure. They said, oh, of course, you just got to raise her up and breed her back. But,
right.
But with her looking so different, so she's definitely going to be a holdback for me. I can't wait to see when she gets older and really starts getting more color and everything like that.
She'll be a stunner for sure, brother. For sure.
Let's put these back real quick.
That's a nice rack, man.
Man, that rack was produced by let me see if I can turn the camera around a little bit. This rack right here, so it's produced by Jim Hardesty. He makes them at Paragon Exotics. It's so cool because he gives you 2 dividers, so you can fit 3 hatchlings in each tub.
Oh,
so
wow.
It holds 33. And then as they grow up or you sell them, you can take one of the dividers out and it makes your tubs bigger.
Wow, man. That's really nice.
Yeah.
Really, really nice.
It's it's good quality. It's
saves a lot of space too, man.
Yeah, man. 33 snakes in that right there.
Dude, that's incredible, man.
Yeah, just all right there. Boom.
Right, exactly. So, do you cut your eggs or not? And if so, why?
I do.
Okay.
I don't pull the snake out of the egg.
Right.
I cut it for a couple of, so with this last clutch, we the couple that we cut, the umbilical cord was wrapped around
oh wow,
the snake's neck. And a lot of people were like, oh man, that's cruel that you're doing that. I'm like, well, I'm not hurting the animal. I'm not pulling the animal out. I'm letting the animal come out on its own, but I just check it for safety reasons. I want to make sure everything's okay. And another one is if there is one that's dead in there that I don't see and it's not started rotting, I don't want it to rot.
Go ahead and get it out.
Ruin everything else.
Right.
So I want to check everything. I want to make sure everyth's good. And then I just let nature take its course.
That's smart, man. That's really smart. And like, if you hadn't cut them, and I mean, you could have lost even more, animal. Really. Yeah, exactly, man. Exactly.
And it was like 4 of them that had that.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow. Man, that ain't good.
Yeah, so I was like, well, so I gently, maneuvered the snake's head and got it untwisted, got it untangled, and I just left the snake alone. And I put him right back in the incubator.
Nice. Good deal. All right. So do you feed frozen thawed or live?
I try to always feed frozen thawed.
I understand.
As best I can. Like we were talking about earlier, that male anaconda only eats live chickens. I don't like to do that. I don't like to feed. I love animals for one thing.
Right. Understand.
So, and I don't like to see anything. Like I own reptiles, I own snakes. I know they have to eat, but I still don't like to throw a live animal in there. Plus, for some of the smaller snakes and stuff like that, I mean, I've seen rats mess up snakes.
Oh, yeah.
I've seen rabbits with their claws cut snakes open.
Oh, man.
So I would rather feed. It's safer for the animals already pre-killed. It's safer for my animals. I would just rather go that route. Unless you have to feed. There's sometimes you have to feed live.
Like all the babies and all that, of course, sometimes they just won't eat nothing but live.
Well, now the babies I have, they're slowly starting to come along and eat. Every couple of days we'll have a couple of more eat. But they're all eating live rat pups. That just seems to be what's working best.
Right.
I don't like it, but it's part of it.
Right. That's it, man. Sure enough, you're right. So, if you could buy any reptile in the world, what would it be?
Ooh.
That's a big question, huh?
Any reptile in the world. Dang. Probably a Komodo dragon.
Oh, there you go, man. There you go.
Probably a Komodo dragon.
Beast mode.
But I would have to have a lot of space for that.
Oh, absolutely, man. You'd have to have a big space for that puppy.
Yeah, but probably just because, like, I love lizards.
Right.
I've had lizards but with job, wrestling, raising, I just don't have time to take care.
Lot,
like
man.
actually, realistically, it would probably be a black dragon Asian water monitor would probably be what I'd buy, or a lace monitor, a Bell's Phase lace monitor. I love
those are beautiful, man. Yeah.
I just don't have time to take care of them.
Right. Exactly.
It's just too time consuming. Like I just.
Years
and people
ago,
may think that that's crazy. Like, well, you got time to take care of all these snakes. I'm like, yeah, but man, with a lizard, you have
to feed it's so much more. Right.
You have to feed it every single day. You have to really work on socializing it every single day. Like you've got to. I mean, if not, you're going to have this 6 foot long
wild thing, man.
Yeah, like you don't want to deal with. So, like,
exactly.
I would rather just not have one right now because I know I can't give it the life that it would need.
Right.
And just admire them from afar. But one day I will have them.
There you go, man. I understand. So, like a few years back, I was actually breeding leopard geckos, man. And good night. I love them to death, man. But keeping up with all the bugs all the time and everything.
Yeah, it's just.
Because I bred my own and stuff. Dude, that's a lot of work.
It's a lot.
Every single day.
I had a rhino iguana not too long ago. And they're basically, vegetarians, but like just every day feeding it.
Yeah. It leads you out of house at home too, man. Yeah, you gotta be careful.
Trying to socialize it and handle it and not scare it and not.
That's it.
It's just, I was just like, all right. I was like, I love this thing because I love rhino iguanas.
Right.
Like, but I've got to find a good home for it because I can't do what I need to do for it.
Right. Completely understand.
And now the thing's as tame as can be. I saw it yesterday.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, one of my buddies has it. It'll sit on the shoulder. It's only like this long, but it'll crawl up, sit on the shoulder, let you scratch your chin. He worked with it for 3 weeks every day for 3 weeks.
Nice.
And now it's just tame as can be.
Tame right out. Wow, man.
Yeah. So I was jealous. I was like, can I have
it? Hold it back. Give it back. Yeah. Understand.
But I still have to feed it every day, and I just don't have time.
I understand, man. It's a lot of work, especially if you have kids and a wife and work and all that stuff, man. Yeah.
Kids, wife, 60 snakes.
Right.
Wrestling.
Yeah,
gym
man.
Time, everything else.
It's a lot, brother. I understand. Okay, so what are your future plans for your business?
Man, honestly, my ultimate goal is to literally have something like Brian Barczyk has. Dude,
yes. That's incredible.
And like in this area, I mean, there's something, it's called Rainforest Adventures up here in Sevierville. It's kind of close to that, but not to that level. I mean, they've got some snakes, but they've got birds, they've got turtles, but it's just not what I envision that it should be. But it's not my business, so. But
right.
I would love to have something like that here or in Knoxville or something like that. But that
would be great, man. That would be great. Now, your friend John, did he just open up a store somewhere?
He actually bought one, so it was
okay.
Yeah, it was already there. So that he was very. God blessed him on that one because they've already got like a built-in clientele. People come there already.
Oh,
so
nice.
He bought that store. He went in there and they said they were selling it. So he went in and bought it, and dude, he's been killing it.
That is awesome, man. John's he's a super cool guy, man.
I like John a lot. I consider him a good. We actually worked together at Dolly Parton Stampede.
Okay,
that's how we met each other, and then we both found out we both love snakes. He loves ball pythons.
Yeah,
I love retics. So
good deal, man. Yeah, I didn't know that. Okay.
Yeah.
Good deal. All right, man. So, is there anything else that you want your viewers or your future customers to know about you or your business?
Man, just know that like we're all about quality over quantity. We want to make sure these animals are going to a good home. And if you're not into retics and stuff like that, man, follow us on TikTok. Just follow the journey. See what these animals are doing. Like follow all of your favorite reptile keepers out there. And if you do want to retic, just know that I'm going to ask you questions. I'm going to
Absolutely.
make sure you're prepared to own one of these animals. I won't sell just to anybody.
That's great, man.
I just want to help people fall in love with reptiles, man. That's my goal. I want to educate people. I want to help people fall in love with reptiles.
And, you know, there's so many people out there, man, you know, who have these bigger snakes that'll just literally sell to anybody just to make a penny. And I'm like, dude, why did you just do that? You know?
People think I'm crazy for this, but I'm not in this to make money. The money's a plus.
Right.
I'm not in it to be rich. I'm not in it to do anything like that.
I'm the same way.
I have my animals for sale, but I just love them.
That's it. Me too, man.
I love working with them. I love interacting with them. I love just watching them. Like I love even the whole process of me introducing the male to the female and watching Mother Nature take its course and watching them do what they do. And I'm like writing everything down.
Right.
Watching her as she goes through her cycle and her sheds and all that stuff and her ovulating. And I'm writing all this down. Like to me, that's interesting.
It is. Absolutely.
And then watching her, I'm coming home. I came home from work one day and I came in and I checked on her and I lifted up because we had one side of the cage covered. I lifted up and she's pushing out eggs and I'm watching. And I sat there the whole time.
Oh, that's incredible.
Watched her push out her first egg and I literally would check back every few minutes and just watch her lay every single egg. And then like, to me, that's amazing.
I bet that was super cool, man, to watch that actually happen.
So, and then it comes in the dangerous part. And when I say dangerous,
taking them out,
I don't want people to think that these are vicious animals or nothing like that. But there is there is a risk involved. She is a protective mother. So,
absolutely.
Taking those out, putting them in the incubator, and then that was the longest wait.
No doubt. No doubt.
Waiting on them to be ready to hatch and looking for them to start pipping like that 3 months in the incubator was like the longest.
It was like a year and a half, right?
Brother, it was. And then I remember the day where they're starting to pip and everything's ready and like I was like, oh, it's here. And it was like Christmas and getting to cut the egg and see what's in there and just see the different patterns and colors and just it was amazing.
Dude, that is cool. And I can't wait till I'm at that point, you know. I've got I'd say I've got maybe another year on the boas back here. And I've got quite a few years on the bloods, but yeah, man, I can't wait.
Dude, you're gonna be so excited.
I know.
With those boas, that live birth. Like
I know, man. I can't wait. I really
You just get to see it right away. You don't have to wait.
Right. It's true, man.
You already know what you got right there.
That's it, brother. That's it. All right, man. So I want to encourage everybody to go and check out Smoky Mountain Mutations with my brother Eric Raley.
Thank you.
He is on Facebook. He's on TikTok. He's on Instagram. Are you on anything else, brother?
Facebook, TikTok, Instagram. No, I believe that's it. Yeah.
Good deal. Okay, man.
Oh, and Morph Market. You can go check out our Morph
That's
Market
it.
page.
Good deal,
We've got a few animals posted there right now. We're slowly getting more in as they're eating. And
Gotcha.
But we'll be posting everything that's available on Instagram, on TikTok, Morph Market, Facebook, everything. So
nice. All right, man. Well, Eric, I really appreciate you being on here, my brother.
And I thank you for having me, man. I truly enjoyed it. First one of these I've done. So
me too, man. This is episode 1 right here.
Yeah.
It's you and me, brother.
That's right.
All right, brother. I'll holler at you later, and God bless you, my friend.
Hey, God bless you, brother. Thank you.
All right. See you, man.
See you, brother.
All right, guys. And that's going to conclude episode 1 of the B&T's Radical Boas and Pythons podcast, if you will. I really sincerely appreciate everybody being here today. I want to thank you all very, very, very sincerely. And I hope you all have a good day. And I will see you guys on the next one.